So here we have the Nissan Qashqai on a 16 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. From the outside, you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. We're going to start off inside the boot area of it. First of all, as we approach the back of the car, you can see we have reversing sensors. Plenty of boot space as well, along with that 60-40 split folding rear seat, should you wish to increase this space even further again. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some of the controls on the inside of it from there. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the rev counter and coolant temperature gauge. On the right-hand side, the speedometer and fuel gauge. In the centre, you can see the total miles there, 47,294. Above that, we have a digital readout for the speedometer. You can change that information using buttons on the steering wheel for various different menus. Eventually back around to the beginning again, and the buttons to do that are just here. With our stereo controls beneath that, cruise control, speed limiter and phone controls on the right hand side, and then the main screen over in the centre. As you can see, we have auxiliary input, we have Bluetooth audio, we have a CD player as well, and of course the radio. We have AM, DAB and FM. The main volume for the stereo is just here to the left. You can pair up your phone. Once you've done so, you can make and receive phone calls and use that Bluetooth audio. We have a 360 parking camera. So what you're looking at there is the bird's eye view image of exactly where the car is parked now. The front facing camera, the front passenger side wheel and the front facing camera. And if I put the vehicle into reverse, you then have the reverse camera instead of the front, of course. Below that, we have dual zone climate control. You can adjust the passenger temperature, driver temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed. You can determine what direction you'd like the air to be distributed in. You can turn your air conditioning off, back on, or hit auto. The car will now maintain the temperatures that you've asked for by taking full control of the fan speed and the direction of the air for you. Any manual adjustment will take auto off and allow you to put it back on your own settings. We have a 12-volt charging socket, electronic handbrake, and the gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox. Last thing I wanted to mention is the panoramic glass roof. There is a button up here that will open up the sunblind. That sunblind will open all the way to the back of the rear seats, and as you can see, it lets in a huge amount of extra light. The glass section itself is fixed in position. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at Surrey Specialist Cars. We'd love to hear from you soon.